Say hello to my friend.
Hi, friend. How are you?
This gentleman, you met our friend's assignment.
No, I don't want to know them. He comes from North Dakota. North Dakota, I don't want to know.
He said I'm the only one he's ever met from North Dakota.
Let me
You can
be the
look
first
at
one
that.
to offer
You
you
can
a
look
drink.
at our display.
What there was supposed to be. I wanted somebody to be here to hand you a glass of champagne as you walked in, but apparently nobody pays any attention.
Of course not.
There'll be in all sorts of dress, I'm sure. The people heard it was in the park. One guy called and said he couldn't make it, he's having trouble with his legs, and he can't walk in the grass.
Oh.
I forgot his name already.
Belfonte?
Your guy, what's his name?
Belfonte?
Ellie, as he came in? Cuppers. He'll tell you where you are. How are you, young fellow?
Good.
You're looking well.
That's his jacket.
I know.
What? Right?
Yeah.
Kids all right? Good. Go ahead and have a drink. Enjoy yourself. Mingle.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. How are you? Thank you.
Good. It's so
Thank
good
you
to
for
be.
coming.
Oh, I loved it. We got lost a few times.
Say what?
We got lost a few times.
Well,
But that's
that makes sense.
We've seen-
No? How are you, young fella?
He's wearing his,
Glad to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
We've seen this man before.
Yeah, somewhat.
Oh,
We have seen this man before someplace. How are you?
thank you.
Mazel
I'm
tov.
fine. Oh, yeah, it's a lovely bar.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Did you drive through it?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, you got lost.
No,
Not really lost.
We had one person driving and two other people telling him what to do.
Say another word. We're being recorded. No, we're
I'll just
Okay.
say goodbye. to
no.
him.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him about it. I don't know. This is Mr. Lieb. This the gray-haired fellow is Mr. Liebman, Liebman, and the portly fellow that's coming in is John Maxman, and the women with him is Lily Beater. Okay? Okay, here they come now. Okay? This is Mrs. Liebman.
Hello, Mrs. Liebman.
She doesn't see me, so I won't say another word. How are you, young? Thank you.
Did you hear what I said?
Mazel tov, everything good. He thinks I can't hear.
Yes.
Oh, this is my son. Oh.
Is that you?
I've got to put it on the viewing table.
Great picture.
You know, if I were a girl, I could fall in love with that guy.
Here's the missus.
Oh.
Wow.
That's
Looks like a
that's my
movie
wife
star.
when she was young girl.
Wow.
You didn't hire a photographer, huh? You didn't hire a photographer.
I don't know what you said. What did he say? How are you? Am I in your way? You're going that way. Oh, this is Simon Conover and Mrs. Conover. My friend Simon, my friend Doris, how are you?
Nice seeing you.
Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice occasion. Beautiful
Thank you for
occasion.
coming. Thank you.
Beautiful occasion.
Thank you. 60 years. You know, how did I do it? Because I had a wonderful wife. That's how I did it.
And who's that?
Thank you. This young lady, they're telling you where to sit.
Hi, Sandy.
She's here helping me.
You're at table 5 this evening. Have a pleasant time.
This is my good friend Levine, Mr. Levine.
How do you do?
Good, how are you?
Mr. Levine, go mingle, Mr. Levine. Have a glass of champagne. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, Mr. Levine?
How many people we got already?
I see you got a half of them.
Oh, who's this? I think the only people that are on here now, my family, my extended family, my brother and his children or whatever. How many of you got left on the paper?
Several.
Brother isn't here yet.
Okay. Table 2. We have to wait for him because he's
Eric is here with his family, with the children. With this, I'm not sure.
Hello.
going that
Sit over this way.
Have a nice evening.
You know, my brother's never been in time in his life, ever.
I don't think I've ever been
So,
on time.
you know, why should it be different today? I don't recognize automobiles, so it doesn't make any difference. What kind of car is that?
I have no idea.
What?
I have no idea. A black car.
Mr. Rothstein.
I don't know cars.
Mr. Rothstein.
Yes.
In your uniform, you look like a little boy there.
Say what?
In your uniform, you look like a little boy there.
I was a little boy. Thank
What do
you.
we have here?
These are
Thank
crab
you.
cakes.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I look, okay? How do I look? How do I look?
These are Weinstein, Paul and Weinstein.
How do I look?
You look perfect. You're gonna look like a zlob, you man. You came like a gentleman.
I told him he looked like a little boy in that picture.
What's that?
A picture of you?
Yeah.
You were in the army?
You're some fellow.
Yes, absolutely. Haven't changed. These pictures are wonderful.
Yeah, they're great. That's as close as we can get to wedding pictures.
Where were you married?
Atlantic City.
It is. We were married 3 times. The first time was in Atlantic City, at the city hall. My Zadie wouldn't accept that as marriage. So the next time we were married at Emmanuel in Hartford.
That's kosher.
The third time we're married, you're going to see on this screen
Oh, your 45th.
our 50th.
50th. Oh.
With me.
We were married twice. Were you?
Twice.
Once.
Weren't we two?
We were married secretly. We ran away to New York. We did too. Did you really? Well, we went to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas
then.
then?
Oh, that's
Then the
more
rabbi
fun.
said we were living in sin.
And
What?
then we got married at the
rabbi said we're living in
got married
sin.
at my sister-in-law's.
Rabbi
with 2
Silverman, what?
rabbis.
No, the rabbi said,
How are you, Evelyn? So nice to see you.
You too, Harold.
Thank
It is good to see you. 60, I can't believe
How are you?
it.
I got to shake hands with the honoree first,
Say,
my friend here.
do you know Evelyn, I'm sure. And Paul, how are you,
the
Paul?
greatest.
What?
He even has the rain stop. You
Have a glass of champagne.
they all like you.
You're right. Oh, there you are. You're in the, oh, you're there.
Hey, there I am.
Who's that?
That's me.
How can you tell?
Looks like me.
Wow, you're kidding.
I just saw me.
Nice party, Daddy. How do you
are
like
you?
the pictures?
Go ahead. Have something.
She likes you.
What?
Janice likes you.
Have a glass of champagne with me. With me.
I'll have a little wine.
Oh, you got some.
Shalom.
It should never get any worse.
Nope, it shouldn't.
Marcielli didn't even wear a jacket.
What?
Marcielli didn't even wear a jacket.
What
Marcielli didn't even wear
can I tell you?
What do you expect?
What can I tell you? You know George Levine?
Very well.
Yeah?
My golfer.
Mingled with him, so he feels like he's lost.
I already have. You know George? You know George?
George, remember when he was at Power in Hartford? George, you know everybody here, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh? You don't feel alone?
No,
We're in good shape. These are pictures from our youth, obviously.
See.
Obviously.
Now, when did you come to Hartford?
What?
When did you come to Hartford?
In 45, when I got out of the Army. My parents were here. They came from Boston. And we came to Hartford in 45.
So you've
45.
been here for
Huh?
almost 60 years.
Just about 60 years. Yeah, right.
Tell me, Al Barry, anything, is he still alive?
Who?
Al Barry?
Al Barry had been dead 10, 12 years, I would imagine.
Did he work until the end?
He worked, until he died. One morning, this is sort of strange. We used to have breakfast, 4 of us or 5 of us at the Sheraton every morning at 7 o'clock.
Old Man Curry,
Huh?
Charlie, Old Man Curry,
Bill
Rubenstein.
Curry, John, Kramer, Paul Kramer,
didn't think I knew you, George. My friend Harold. We're old friends.
What?
George and I are old friends.
Well, good. I'm glad. Treat him nice.
I always do. He's my friend. Right, George? Tell him.
I walk in this Saturday morning, and he said, "You got any of those little white pills?" Meaning
Nitroglycerin?
nitro. I said, "Why?" He says, "I got some pains." I said, "I'm not giving any white pills."
Got it now.
Here's my brother David. You know my brother David? Huh? You know George Levine? Huh?
Who are you?
No, I don't. That George Levine? Huh?
That was George Levine.
That's George Levine, yeah.
Hi, George.
I dumped this on you there. See, I drank with you, Harold. I drank with you.
Good luck.
having a heart
I took him to the Hartford Hospital. I checked him in the Hartford Hospital. He was having a heart attack.
Delicious.
He stayed there, but his wife, they were both alcoholics. His wife used to bring him thermoses of martinis. And they told Mr. Barry, "We can't treat you. We can't do these things for you that we have to do." No, thank you. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you, Nancy.
Good to see you.
How are
husband,
you?
Bob.
How are you, Bob? This is my friend George Levine, Nancy Weinstein. You know, huh? You know?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, George. Nancy Weinstein. I have to see these pictures. Oh.
They let him out. They told me. He said, "I'm going out." He called up the office and he wanted a ride. Well, some schmuck picked him up and took him home. This was a Tuesday night. He sat in his chair, his wife tells me, got a martini, and never got out of the chair. Never got out of the chair.
Well, he went the way he wanted to.
He wouldn't listen. Look who's here. The whole family. How are you? Good to see you. This is my nephew, Lance. This is
George Levine.
Judge Levine, George Levine.
How are you?
Okay? And these are all my nieces and nephews.
Handsome crowd.
How are you? Thank you, dear. Thank you. Hi, kid. How are you? So good to see you. You're such a pretty young lady.
Thank you.
Oh, so thank you for coming.
Want a shrimp, Rebecca?
Who's that pretty girl behind you?
Thank you. Did Daddy get a shrimp? You guys cleaned up the plate.
Okay. Is that you, Mr. Bell?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the other now. That's the boat.
that was the 50th.
What is
Oh,
that?
we missed this.
Oh, why? Oh, so good to see you. How's Bob?
We had another surgery yesterday.
Yeah, did they have to give him a bag?
I don't know. It's just a mess. I am like,
Oh,
so.
oh.
I want to see if I'm in this. I probably was skinny and young.
That's our 50th anniversary party.
Oh, did I? I don't think I went to the
Huh?
one in Atlantic City.
How are you? Thank you for coming.
I'm so glad you've come.
So what?
I'm so glad you've come to this party.
Yeah, I only come to Frailica. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have a glass of wine. Enjoy yourself.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Cohen.
This is Mary Lou Cohen, and this is Leonard Greenberg.
Hello, Mary Lou. Nice young lady here.
Nice to meet you.
Huh?
I'm not young.
Who are you that you didn't know Leonard Greenberg?
Did you meet
I met you in Florida.
Mr. Bell?
Mary Lou Cohen. We went out.
Oh, yeah, the next yeah, years ago, like a New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, that's the boat.
Oh, I think I missed this.
No, you didn't see that one. You weren't on that one.
Oh, I was at the Atlantic City
This is
one.
Mr. Bell. You'll see Mr. Bell on there.
Oh, I know there is.
You know him, that Dr. Miller,
Right?
Bennett Miller.
And that's his wife.
That looks like Marilyn, I guess. No, that's Phyllis.
Marilyn, your bride. looks
Sheketov.
Absolutely.
What?
Your bride looks beautiful tonight.
Gorgeous. She's a lovely lady.
Very lucky.
Bill Hershon and his wife, Willie.
Oh, I love Willie. She's not coming?
No, I didn't invite him. He's a pain in the ass.
Oh, him or her?
Him. And she's an alcoholic, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Honest.
You look handsome
Say hello to
also.
these people. This is my niece and her friend. How are you, Hank? Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Hi, Uncle Harold.
How are you, sweetheart?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, dear.
Lauren. Yes, I'm Mary Lou Cohen.
Hi.
This is next door.
How are you, young man? Well, good to see you. You've been well?
Yeah, nice to see you. I haven't
Thank
seen you in
you.
a long
Thank
time.
you.
How are you?
Yeah, glad to see you. Glad you could make it.
Hey, Lauren, how are you? Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Mary.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Susan.
Mark Sussman. You know Harold?
Yeah, congratulations.
How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Great, it's terrific.
Yeah,
Must be so
okay.
happy.
Do you know,
Isn't that beautiful?
Mark calls me on the phone from time to time.
I know.
His first remark is, "Can you hear me?" Hey, Wes.
Of course you can.
You were worried about whether this was good enough, but this is
What?
you were worried about whether this was good enough. The pond house. This
Well.
is beautiful.
Well, that was our 50th there. That's a 125-foot yacht.
That's his wife next to him there. That's
They're
gotta be
getting
in Florida.
married there. Again.
That's where we're getting married.
Getting married
We're
again.
renewing our vows at our 50th.
That was your 50th?
Yeah, well, that's our 50th, the celebration for our 50th.
Okay.
That was in Florida on a yacht. That I leased a yacht for the day.
Boy, what a blessing. 50 years. Oh,
This is 60.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that.
They're 60, and my wife looks like a gorgeous woman.
Gorgeous.
She's here someplace, but anyway, my wife is standing next to me,
Okay. Just beautiful. Just beautiful.
and we're now renewing our vows.
Oh, that's
Isn't that nice?
beautiful. That's just. Now, what's your actual wedding day?
Say what?
What date is your actual
Well, we
wedding
were
day?
married 3 times.
Okay.
First time was in August 25th
Okay.
of 1944. But the next time was my grandfather refused to accept the fact that I was married by a mayor in a little town in New Jersey. So we had to be married by a rabbi. So we were married on December 31st, the same year, 95. We married in 45, so that.
I always
This is Larry Marciello.
How are you? Larry, yeah.
Leonard Bell.
Leonard Bell.
Leonard
Good to meet you.
is my very, very, very good friend.
I thought I was.
He called you by your first
You
name.
notice? I hesitate. I didn't say my best friend. I
son of
said,
a bitch.
No, he said Leonard Bell.
I met your
It's always
the major.
Mr.
He's a
Bell.
nice
say
man.
hello to Mr. Weaver, baby.
What?
Yeah, right.
I always used to ask him, you know.
Does Mr. Bell have a name?
Yeah.
Lady W.
What?
Actually, it's Lady W. Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bell.
This is Mr.
Leonard,
Bell.
Mr. Bell.
I keep talking about Mr. Bell. This
That's
is Mr.
right.
Bell.
The famous Mr. Bell.
Well, I
Not
know.
to be confused with Sam
Famous
Bell.
or infamous, I don't know, but
Sam
that's
Bell.
Mr.
Sam
Bell.
Bell was the famous Bell.
Not right now, maybe later.
Hi,
How are you, sweetheart? How are you?
you're looking very handsome.
What's that?
Very handsome.
Oh,
Very sharp.
there's a picture of me over there. I'm looking at it now, like with new eyes. If I were a girl, I would fall in love with that picture. Really?
Love it.
What?
You look the same.
You haven't changed.
A little older.
Okay. Did you see the general?
Yeah, I saw
Wearing a hat
I
like
like the
mine,
hat.
huh?
I saw that.
He's wearing a hat, so I wore my hat. I didn't want to feel alone.
And your pins.
Yeah, well, that's the only. He got a lot of medals, but the only one he wears is this one.
The American flag.
No, the
Oh,
one
the
above
flag.
it. That's a very special award,
Right.
really, very special. And he wears it, and I wear it.
What is it?
We were in the same fighting outfit together.
Yeah.
So I became a yard bird. You know what a yard bird is?
I
A screw up. And he became a general.
Right.
That's life. Are you comfortable? You all right?
Grandpa, I'm gonna take a picture with you and Lauren right now.
Want to get a picture? Okay, take my picture. You know anybody? You having fun?
I wanted to see this guy.
As you know, this is the 60th wedding anniversary for my parents, and any of you and all of you who are married know that 60 is a magic number. If you can get after 10 or 11 or 12, it's just 60 is an enormous distance, and so that's a great accomplishment. And so I have more to say later, but I'd like to start this evening with a little story. It's about the marriage fairy. A couple had been married for 25 years and was celebrating the husband's 60th birthday. During the party, a fairy appeared and said that because they had been such a loving couple all those years, she would give them each one wish. The wife said, "We've been so poor all these years and I've never gotten to see the world. I wish we could travel all over the world." The fairy waved her wand and poof, the woman had the tickets in her hand. Next, it was the husband's turn. He paused for a moment and then he said, "Well, I'd like to be married to a woman 30 years younger than me." The fairy waved her wand and poof, he was 90. And so on that note, please raise your glasses to my parents, Harold and Marilyn Rothstein, and toast their 60th wedding anniversary.
My being here this evening is not the culmination, it's somewhat of the beginning of a great relationship of over 35 years with the Rothsteins. 35 years of knowing a great family and a true gentleman and a wonderful woman called Marilyn Rothstein. So after 60 years of their marriage, we certainly should offer a round of applause. Harold said whatever I said, thank you. It is such a great pleasure for me and an opportunity to be here with everyone else who celebrates 60 years of a great relationship between Harold and Marilyn Rothstein that we all feel somewhat envious, I'm sure, because in every life, in every opportunity that we have, we all would like to do the best that we could be and be the best that we can do. And when someone accomplishes that goal, you look at them very carefully and you say to yourself, how in the hell did they do it? And so again, as I take my seat, I offer an opportunity for you to put your hands together for a most magnificent couple and a great family, the Rothsteins. Thank you.
I know that Richard said something nice, but I'm sorry I don't hear. But Richard, thank you. Richard and I have been together for more than 30 years, 35 years. Richard was a very young man when I met him, and Richard is still a very young man, and Richard's a very, very, very dear, dear friend of mine. Marilyn and Carrie and Janice. We have great, great respect for Mr. Weaver Bay. And anybody that knows him feels the same way about him. Anyway, it's my turn to say something. I don't know what I want to say. My very good friend Rabbi Gopin just came. He couldn't come earlier because it's Shabbos. And Shabbos